starting to walk now. Looking for the opening kill. It's Frozen to find contact, but there's 3 swinging T's on the other side.
They were waiting for that. They wanted it. They had 3 gathered at the banana side. Oh my goodness, some missed shots from Rops, but he has managed to pick up the pieces of at least one. Another frag for him. He's going to be separated, but Golden's got himself out of trouble. A headshot onto Carrigan forces the hand of Rops to try to hunt him down. Good precision onto the first 2 frags, but he's not quite checked it, and that should be the end of him. Flusher, no, we said, no knife kills this time. Flusher, however,
with 29 seconds could cause absolute chaos.
Oh,
which
down.
bomb goes down.
He's got the rifle. I'm not sure how far it's going to get him. He's getting fragged out now, though. Nade from Carrigan could do good damage. Does tickle away, but Frozen's got 2. With 9 HP, he finds another 2 with the rifle. JW's thrown into an impossible clutch, and Frozen's even going to make it a quad kill. With 9 HP for the final 3 frags there.
Towards B with that, but Voxic happy to find a few frags here.
Voxic was one during stage 1 that we were very critical of here on the casting panel. He wasn't performing up to that same standard. Not. So I'm glad that we get to see him again today and see how that AWP was working. There was a lot of impact coming out of the lines of Carrigan finding openings, was they were able to snowball rounds on. And then when the chips were really down, it was actually Chris J as the member we were highlighting as somebody stepping on up and winning them some big ones. Now, if you were here at the top of the show, you would have seen Golden has slipped into the bottom 5 performers at the moment. He is the 5th worst.
A little bit of damage inflicted by the HE, and there's some sort of set piece here. We can see the deeper smoke on the CT side, and it's not working out for them, but a couple of kills come through. Voxic still holding towards the second mid position. It's Carrigan bullying his way down toward the bottom of Banana. Mousesports are being very active there. I don't think Voxic gets away, though, at least.
His time, but look at the push coming in the back lines. Frozen here. He gets a freebie. Look at this. It's the duo we've been talking about.
It is. You're absolutely right. Frozen and Rops getting it done once again. And Flusher with 30 seconds here. The ball on his back. If there was a man to fight his way out of this scenario, he certainly would be in the conversation. But a smoke only, Galil, and he's got to get Frozen here at this point as well. He could get his quick kill towards bottom and middle, run towards B, but it looks like he's been found. 4-1 Mousesports.
Chris chose not to pull the trigger. Instead, he adjusts, and now JW's entered twice into the round. Flusher's only going to, rather, Frozen's only going to take the 1. Flusher's shot him down, so already the retake looking rather impossible. Rops has already won 1 clutch, but this one's...
But it's enough just to keep that T-sided economy a little bit at bay. Here we know how much more potent it can be on that side of things.
Sometimes a little bit quiet. Early on into the series, hasn't found much, but here's Carrigan. Takes down Flusher early this time.
He's doing this single-handedly. He does no support from Voxic, and he's got 2. Now Chris J arrives, does nothing but a dink. Brolin low should be finished off. Carrigan's on for a triple. Voxic's now perfectly swinging into J-Dubs, and that is the hold.
Yeah, super strong from Carrigan again. His EPL stats must be very high by his standards, to be honest with you. Like, he's been so solid on all these bomb sites. He's leading the way on the T side a lot of maps as well. Golden might even get a plant down at this point.
He's only an AWP. He could win this. He's managed to get away towards Banana. The flash is good, but Rops is waiting. Oh, he's got the fight he wanted. The flash did catch Rops, but through it all, he does prevail. We will see the 6th for Mouse. Voxic typically, though, finding his feet over at the B site.
Just to note, oh, hold up, we got to stay on board with JW. He is getting very, very frisky. He wants to push forward there. He's seen the corner of the arm, and Chris J will go down. It's now a 3-on-3. Map control completely in the favor of Fnatic. They have full Banana control. They've got top mid control, and Crims is even patrolling rotations from end of halls here.
Oh, dear. Well, there it is. Rops quite proficient with the Krieg as well. He'll sit towards that pit position.
One's going to take contact, then JW's just going to be staring at the floor. He's not even probably going to find one of these, to be fair. He sees the head, doesn't get a chance to react, and so 4 Fnatic secured. And that's all off the back of JW. 2 frags to his name, but those 2.
Frozen's had a lot of impact so far, but if they do come deep, he needs to find even more, and well, that's not going to be enough. Flusher through the smoke somehow finds him, chiming in with Golden, and it's Chris J's chance to deliver.
He could do this. This movement's sick from Flusher, but that confirms at least 1 player towards B, so they can now send
his position. They know he plays pit. 2 Molotovs invested. They're clearing out short. He still gets 1 onto Golden. Should be traded up that balcony, but still putting down bullets towards JW. Does tag him up just a little.
It buys some time here. It makes the retake possible for Chris J, knowing this smoke's about to dissipate as well. He's going to have to try and push through this one. Flashbang actually avoids him, so he actually tucks himself on the bomb side. Lovely maneuver so far from Chris J.
Oh!
And he pulls it off as well. That is so well done. could actually lead to Fnatic winning the half. They give this one up, and flusha barreling in towards B once again with this MAC-10. Is it enough to crack things open? Karrigan with the MP9, equal weaponry, and Karrigan comes out on top.
That's huge. A big win from Karrigan. Fnatic, they're trying to exploit the lack of utility, knowing Mousesports could be forcing into this one, and now they've taken the site. Mousesports do have the favored numbers, but admittedly, Karrigan with low HP is going to be more of a decoy, perhaps.
Have to go now.
They're committing, and a missed shot from JW. Rops is holding the re-swing, but the frags are coming in, and they're all favoring Fnatic. Nothing they can do. Mousesports, they went for the full retake on the Force. That's going to break them.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that one. The Molotov, the smoke combination, it was just too much to deal with there, especially with the AWP on the retake. They will save that. And dry the CO Guardian pick, and it works out for one. Surely not a second. The MAC-10's too close.
Tag one.
He did. He wallbanged straight in,
That's
and Watson's done enough to finish the job. He's going to tag another one. Shooting from the hip, Karrigan tags up Brollan. 3 are hiding behind the sandbags. Goldenson needs a fresh mag for the repeat. Imagine if Karrigan got another one. Holding down Banana, some close quarters AWPing. He's contributed to 3.
This is actually sick from Karrigan. Boy, make sure it's clear, Brollan, and indeed, he will. Great shot. He's on for one hell of a round. Not the ace, but he's contributed massively here. I question whether he should have the AWP considering Vox is available, but I was dead wrong. Karrigan about to get the full kill here, and it's a beautiful one. That is what it's all about there. One saved AWP and a P250. Saying that.
Every human has their fault. And that's B open.
It was a good try.
Poor old Frozen. He is going to try and stand his ground, but through the smoke, flusha will prevail, and he's come straight back.
It's currently a 4 versus 2. The Molotov and Spawn suddenly doesn't help things out, and so does the lack of time. It's less than a quarter remaining on the C4 here. Got to run through the flames, and at this stage it's confirmed it will be 8-7 in favor of Mousesports here, but Fnatic with a resurgence towards the end. They were actually 5-1 down to kick this one off. Another CT side on a 5-on-4 with 1 smoke remaining. That's in the hands of Brollan, who's in Boiler. He'll get a couple of kills here potentially, though. Just the one. Karrigan, nice shot. Crims will have to find a few himself.
What a lovely pistol round this is shaping up to be from Mousesports. Crims is in a lot of trouble. He won't even get one. But the smoke combined as well, not only baiting out that of Fnatic's, but completely locking them out on the rotate. We're going to have to bring that one up, I'm sure.
Actually got Fnatic on the back foot, as flusha will desperately try and claw one back. Mousesports a confirmed victory here.
That's lovely. That is absolutely lovely.
As soon as I saw those 2 decoys, I thought they're up to something here.
You clocked it very quick.
Something was going, and they will be finishing up towards B here. It's a double stack towards new boxes. Golden will reposition into flames here. He's burning to a crisp. He's still alive at this point. Not for long. The HE will catch him, and Crims needs multiple kills here, and he's delivering on all fronts.
Yeah, that's perfect. Crims may very well have just saved Fnatic's hide in a crucial round as well. Voxic's going to get caught from CT, just holding the line. He wants this fight, but Crims knew it was coming. A quad kill from Crims, and that's a B site lockdown.
That is the nutmeg. He knows it, but JW quick on the trigger does take him down here. Frozen's low as well. Trying to make their way through quad, but there's a boost towards the atrium here. Chris J has no idea. And he jumps up on the pallet. He did have a suspicion at least, but Brollan will take him down. The AK-47 of Robs, who said it was deadly, but Brollan, he'll also have one. 4 versus 2. Frozen low goes down to the AWP here.
You want to make sure you have moves like that you're comfortable doing, because at some point...
For this A defense, it's going to come down to Jules. Karrigan's given him the bomb. That is scary. And Woxic, he's going to try and clear this corner, but Crims is playing it to perfection. He's on another double kill. Could be 3. Flush has got his own, and that is a Fnatic lockdown back to back to back, preemptively smoking himself out.
Good nade.
Oh, and he's just done 100 damage with that spin bowl. Rop's going to get caught through the smoke. Brollan's doing it all. JW's just picking up the final pieces, sweeping them all under the rug, and Fnatic will likely take the lead here. Good damage from Woxic, but does not translate.
This is Golden trying to bait in his teammate here, and it's working out nicely. Crims with the flashbang. Multiple kills found on either side, but a 3-on-3 remains, and they do know that Crims is still alive. He got a flash assist, and he's still alive, right? So they can...
Just going to come down to the
one
individual
kill.
duel. One will be enough. Where's that bomb? It's on Frozen, and they're all dead. Crims, get out of my bomb state. He screams as he finds another multi-kill. So perhaps that's where he chooses to invest it, but Pitt's also a very prime candidate for it. JW is going to get caught close quarters, but Brollan's baby sat nicely. And that's the end of that. 15 for Fnatic. It's JW to open and close the show. Bill swinging around. 2 CTs dug in. Make it 1.
Everyone's there.
They're rotating in now, yes, but there's no smoke for CT, but they've got a cross. Chris J with just the Desert Eagle again. No rifle for the Dutchman, and he's got a double kill. That's 2 rounds we've seen Mousesports Dutch player known as Mr. Jonge. Chris J
A lot more where that came from.
With their second opening pick within that 8-round spree. So that's the difference maker right there. With this, when this 8-round spree started on round number 19, they had the opening pick.
On smoke towards CT spawn, and the high-tailing it back to the high HP players in the form of Crims. This could be it now. He finds two from the trash position, and that's going to be it, surely. Frozen will flush him out. He'll go down.
Where are they going?
They have no idea. They can't even plant, surely. There's flames down here.
He's going to try, but there's two players on the side.
It's done.
That's one way to end a game of Counter-Strike. He was pushing in just to do his best, but Fnatic, they'll take it in the end. 16-13, the Swedes will take Inferno. All four, make it 5 now, descending towards the low site. Bronze lost his life elsewhere, taking the initial duel. Golden, he's going to be forced out of windows just by bodies alone. There's just so many players, he's overwhelmed. Doesn't make it look like that. That's ridiculous from Golden. A third frag. I did not see that one coming. Frozen and Woxic, they're going to do their best to pick up the pieces. One, another, this time found by Frozen. It is down to the 1v1 despite... Oh no, the doors, but the... nade has actually saved him. Frozen was going to be forced into the fight by the doors closing. Instead, the nade from flusha has made this 1v1 a little more awkward. My goodness. Now he pit switches to the bomb and flusha beheads him.
How much did he just destroy him there? Oh, the smoke. Will he push past it? Yeah, he will. He has to, really. His teammate was segregated and now swiped down as well. It's going to be Golden, picking up 2 kills and $1,200 for his efforts there. Towards Squeaky they go. Should be a matter of time before this round is concluded. Crims will do well to do some damage here. I don't think they'll see him coming out of the vents. The UMP should be able to finish this one off, and JW does so in a stylish manner. Nothing towards lower on either team. You can see that on the mini-map in the top left. The shotgun will have to deliver here. It's not good enough, though. Robs with the first, and it's the MP9s once again. Crims doing great job. Gets a double dink there. Frozen at 5 HP. Bomb goes down. In he goes. Golden finds the first, nails the second, not quite. It looks so good for the transfer. And now JW knows he's low, will drop down, but Robs will meet him.
Damn.
Especially on Nuke. Bit of a home map for him. Crims will fire off some shots from the huts. Could enable a wallbang potential, but JW with that Max 7, it looks so perfect. Crims' jump towards hut, though, certainly not. An oversight there.
And that's not the perfect weapon for the job. He actually does well to make it at 1-for-1. Now a 2v2.
So they've killed 2 players on the bomb side floor here. You might assume it could be clear, and they're looking towards heaven as well. So it's very well done so far from Fnatic, but not out of the woods just yet. Robs.
Yeah, but with Brolin as a threat, exposed.
But it still is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it reminds me of Stargate.
It does, yeah. I like the reference.
50 bullets is plenty. He's only got 45 now. He didn't choose to reload. But
if it had the $600 kill reward, I would say it would actually be a viable weapon. Like, it's even with the cost of it. Like, it's super effective. Like, it's a very good gun. But it's just with the $300 compared to the other SMGs and the fact it costs more, it just doesn't make sense. And there it is. JW has managed to get one of the back. Carrigan remains here. 3-on-1, just going to be patient. Waiting for those mistakes to come through, and there is a good chance of that happening, but JW will find his second. They'll think it's a low-powered weapon towards a window room. They'll be happy to cross. Now look at JW. He's got 3 kills here. There's the first.
Maybe the second. Half damage inflicted, finished off by Golden, who's contributed again from the lower doors position.
So when I said free, I meant free, not 3.
3. Caught mid-exploit. Now flusha can focus his attention towards the top side, but Crims is doing all the heavy lifting. Back and forth, bomb loose, Frozen and Rops. Gonna have to do something magical, that is. He's pulled the rabbit out of the hat into a 2v2. Golden low, so is Crims. He has still found the frag, and Rops to clutch. Likely, possible, certainly.
It actually looks good for him. First kill should be his, no problem. Crims, though, always seems to find a way. 3 in total, that's the hat trick. The Mousesport that will do it. JW and flusha dropped, the iconic duo. And now the auto shotgun. Things actually decided to look like they'll fall apart. That's why the shotgun, not necessarily considered a top-tier weapon. Spray down comes through from Golden. Is it enough to win the round? It certainly is. Crims will save the day once again. The double spray down the AK-47 this time.
Top side again, perhaps not committing off the bat. They are. They're barreling in. This time there's resistance, though, and resistance in more than just one way. Brolin, JW, the nade could look good, but he's caught by Frozen swinging into the site. He's found both. Pressure valve released, but still a 2 versus 2. Knows where one is, right? Frozen got the kill. The other option is, well, it's kind of expected. Oh, he even hit him through the container. Does transfer. flusha's hunting for Frozen, but he just doesn't have the time. He has the kit, but the round is going to be Frozen's. flusha, intimidating as always, will preserve his rifle and survives to fight another day.
I just want to show you.
a very long range outside, perhaps.
This round right here is the difference between a 9-6, sorry, a 10-5 half or a 9-6, potentially even a 8-7 for Mousesports. So they 3 in a row and they open up again. Frozen with another one.
Karrigan's not caught yet, and through the smoke he connects. Mousesports so many early advantages, and now this is just going from bad to worse. Golden desperately trying to push through the flames. He wants to punish Frozen. They're throwing everything at him. He does still find the frag, but oh lordy, is that a terrifying prospect.
Well, there goes
him over there. So he's done very well to hold on to this AK, but the problem is right now that 2,900 loss bonus won't grant them a bye here in the final round of the half.
That's where it can actually have some impact here, but there's going to be Crims and Brolan working out a couple of kills here, but I don't think it's enough, and as Golden finds a big spray down here with JW.
Yeah, so JW draws the attention, and that's the spray down you were hoping for. Golden, he's got one more duel in Karrigan from the same direction, and Golden saves the day. A triple kill from the in-game leader. It was mano el mano. Karrigan El Golden puts it 9-6 at the half.
2 players by Squeaky Door, ready and waiting for a flash, I'd imagine.
Yeah, what is their go? That's the signal. Missed shots from Frozen, and Karrigan's completely flashed. His teammate Chris J, however, was not. Does stand his ground for the first frag. 2 versus 1. The fragging continuing. Thought there was going to be a break. Now Rops has to clutch it out for Mouse.
He wins these. Oh! Golden hits those. And we'll pick up one of their upgraded weapons. So he doesn't expend the 500 on a CZ. He does 650 on Kevlar and hope one of his teammates dies or they find a kill and he can get a weapon then. Yeah,
certainly makes sense. A way to make something out of nothing. And well, for now, the CZ is on the cold streets. Unfortunate. What the hell? JW saved by Golden.
They look like they're on polar opposite sides of the map, right? Those 2 Mac 10s just then. One in the lower bomb site towards the vent, and JW and Squeaky Door.
Flusher sweeping through lobby. He could very well get caught out by this Chris J corner. Will Flusher do the deep sweep?
Of course he will. It's Flusher. He manages to find the kill. Rops will be left with the Desert Eagle. Remember, he invested in armor as well. He might actually want to save this, considering their situation in general.
Maybe get a rifle. Whoop, no chance. He gets a rifle firing at him. At least that's something. 12-6.
The good call from Mousesports was made. Save the weaponry. Make sure you're competitive going forward. This map is not over yet. It's a CT side.
They did it again
and it's the
them.
helmets that are lacking here. And we'll see the M4s chime through. Flusher and JW bring it to a 3 versus 4 in their favor. Chris J on top of the hub for now. Robs will join him in the upper bomb site. Towards lower, no one on the CT side. Vox is outside.
Yeah, the people out there, they're keeping the numbers, they're checking the stats, they're making sure it's...
Yeah, it's all on the tip of our tongues. We'll see what happens. So all Karrigan can do when they go to plant the bomb, he can swing these double doors open. There's a default plant spot in the corner where Golden's going for here, so he'll swing the door open, go for the best shot he can, but unfortunately, unless he nails it, doesn't mean too much. Vox will come down the vents, makes a lot of noise in doing so. Bomb goes down, Chris J with a smoke there. There might have been a kill without it, but now a 3-on-2, and they're fighting for series point here.
It's all on the line for Chris and Woxic. He needs somebody to just go above and beyond, but that's perfectly calculated by Golden. He's playing such a good game of Counter-Strike right now.
So someone had 7 kills on the first map and looked like they were shrinking, they were struggling. He sat at the very... And it's going to be JW nailing that first shot. Voxic gets destroyed. Brain splattered against the wall there. Could go on for the second. Rops will take him. Gives a valuable information at least, though, and Crims is ready to
7 seconds.
Capitalize upon it. Oh, they denied the plant? No, they haven't.
It's close. Golden planting safe, though, and now Karrigan trying desperately to get an 8th round on the board for Mousesports. There's 3 opponents to find, and presenting his head. Golden not dead, but tagged. Brolan expecting to find Frozen here as he jiggles his way in, and a neat and tidy second for the Swede. Should very well make this a confirmed 2-0 victory. It was compulsory for Fnatic. They needed that, and they take the scalp. Finally, Mouse find their first loss of Stage 2.